Hey everybody, welcome to the Commit episode 39. I'm Neil.
And I'm Richard.
So if you've been following along for the past couple weeks, 2 weeks ago, we talked to Rich Shea from Meetup about culture fit and what that meant while you were trying to sort of figure out if a company's a good fit for you.
Absolutely.
And then last week, Richard and I talked a little bit about job fairs, how you can really prepare yourself and just crush it.
Or not suck at it.
Right, or not suck at it. And this week we want to talk about a little bit what comes next after you've done the research on a company, after you've gone to the job fair, and after you've applied. So we got a fun special guest, and we're going to talk about that now.
So if you watched last week's episode, then you will be crushing career fairs. And then after that, the next stage is you're probably going to have a phone screening. If you're applying for Meetup, that might be with my friend Jake.
It might be.
Jake, so let's talk about phone screenings. I think people are scared of them. I don't think people really understand what's going on. What are you trying to do when you do a phone screening with someone?
So when we're phone screening somebody, the main thing we're trying to do is find out who they are, whether they are who they said they were on their resume, and just try to have a conversation with them and get to know who they are, see some culture fit, and see sort of how they solve problems.
So is this then a pass-fail thing?
No, definitely not. It's not a pass-fail. I might ask some technical questions, but I'm not necessarily looking for the exact right answer. I'm looking to see people's thought process behind how they might solve a question. I'd actually prefer it if you don't know the answer to just tell me you don't know the answer.
Okay.
And then we can turn that into a conversation about what the right answer might be, or what sort of educated guesses you might be able to take at the answer. And that can actually give me a lot more information than if you just say the right answer and we move on.
Totally. So that's kind of like what you're looking for. You're trying to evaluate the candidate, trying to make sense of the resume and kind of get a sense of who they are as a person. What do you think candidates should be looking for during the screening?
So a candidate should be looking to learn about the company that they're talking to and decide if it's a place they want to work. Try to get to know the person that they're talking to. It might be the first time that you're actually talking to an engineer at the company that you're interviewing with. So, and this is someone that you might be working with or meeting in person
Right.
if the process goes well.
Definitely. So any good tips for candidates to get ready for phone screenings?
Yeah, I would definitely say to prepare some questions, learn a little bit about the company before going in, just so you're able to talk about what the company is doing. Also make sure that you have a quiet space and a good phone connection. We don't want anything to sort of be messed up in the middle there.
Nothing worse than like someone trying to take their call like, oh, I'm just going in a tunnel.
Right. It's sort of definitely, it can make for a more awkward screen for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing these tips. I think this is some great advice. So make sure now you know what people are looking for, what you should be looking for, and some great ways to prepare. So if people are interested in Meetup, where can they get more information?
Well, they can check out Meetup itself, and they can also check out devpost.com/teams/meetup.
Awesome. Thanks, Jake.
All right, so my stat pick for this week is called Money Accordion, and it's from BitCamp. And as you'll see in the demo, what this lets you do is actually use sort of openCV and some color tracking and edge tracking to sort of see the position of a dollar bill. And based on its position, it controls a MIDI synthesizer to sort of play music. So you can fold your dollar bill like you're playing the accordion, and it'll sort of like control how it plays the music. Just a like, super awesome little, fun hacky thing. I love it.
That's so cool. So my project is EmotionPinTumbler, and this is from the Emotion Lab Hackathon. What's really cool about this is it's essentially a lock built with an Arduino that enables you to unlock things based on facial expressions.
So maybe if it's like something really important, you got to be like real stressed out when you're trying to open it?
Yeah, totally. If it's super happy, it's your office door. Like, it's real good. Like, really cool project. Definitely check it out. All right, that's all we've got time for on the Commit this week. Remember, prepare for those phone screenings, and we'll see you next week. Happy hanging.
Happy hacking.